This episode is brought to you by Netflix. This Monday night, witness the end of an era. John Cena takes center stage for his final appearance ever on Monday Night Raw. One last match, one unforgettable farewell. Come celebrate the legacy of a true WWE legend. Monday Night Raw, November 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, only on Netflix. Be there for the moment everyone will be talking about.
Hello. Welcome in. This is Birds of a Feather podcast with your boy Q City.
Your boy Taj Bravado.
And we are back with the betting pod for week 10. Come on with you. Come enjoy it. Sit with us for a second. We're going to recap last week and then get on to this one. So let's jump right into it, bro. Last week, not the best week, but we swung for the fences, hit a couple ground balls. So let's get into it, right? So I entered the week 18-22 with 14 points in our point system. You entered the week 23-16-1 with 20 points in our point system. Man, we both had Chargers at Tennessee. You smartly took it as your lock of the week. I just took it as a game, but the Chargers came through money line, even though it got a little risky toward the end there.
It definitely did.
And it came at a price because the Chargers end up losing Joe Alt. They bad in the worst. When you're trading for Penny and slating him to be your starter, hey, look, it's getting rough for you. It's getting rough for you.
That is fair.
The next game, I had Chicago at Cincinnati. And we were recording a live react when I was marking that game. And I was like, dang, bro, Chicago done lost. Because it was like 52 seconds left. And it was 47. Or what was it? 42-41. And I was just like, dang, that's tough. They let them come all the way back. 14 points in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was wow.
And then Chicago scores in like 50-something seconds. Win the game 47-42. Kind of saved my week, I ain't gonna lie. So Chicago at Cincy, Chicago comes through there. On your end, Denver at Houston for your 3 picks. Denver at Houston. You chose Houston on that one. I'm so glad we're doing this after Thursday. Like usually, guys, we get the betting pod in on Wednesday. We might have to change that up and the betting pod just be Saturday and we don't bet on Thursday games, or Friday and we just don't bet on Thursday games. But Friday or Saturday, we'll figure that out. But I'm so glad we did this after Thursday because nothing warms my heart more than letting like everybody else catching up to a football take I had a year and a half ago. Nothing makes me feel better, bro, because Denver wins despite how Bo Nix is playing. And I'm not even the type to just put baseless slander on a player. You know what I'm saying? But I said it when he was drafted. That's not a first-round quarterback. That's not a first-round quarterback, bro. And he has and he made the playoffs his first year. So it looked like I got egg on my face. Then he comes out, he had outside of that huge comeback versus the Giants, which the Giants are a god-awful team, and like he was helped in that comeback. Denver's defense looks absolutely amazing. And this is an 8-2 team that nobody believes in because he is god-awful. And it tickles me, bro. It hits me right here in this general area that everybody is finally seeing it, bro. Everybody finally seeing it. Because, bro, people try to argue you down about the fact that Bo Nix is good. because their team is winning. It's like, no, bro. He is not good. And I'm glad people finally seeing it. But they did beat Houston, right? Like Denver beat Houston. You had Houston money line there. Jacksonville at Las Vegas. You chose Las Vegas. And I think you was feeling yourself. You was in your bag a little bit. Chose Vegas on that one. Jacksonville won. And then KC at Buffalo.
But see, here's the thing about all these games, right? They were all decided by like one possession or less. Broncos Houston, 3 points. Raiders Jaguars, 1 point. Chiefs Bills, 7 points.
That wasn't a 7-point game, though.
I don't care.
Buffalo beat KC down.
I mean, that you can say that, but the final score is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's true. That's true.
So all three of my games could have easily, well, maybe not that one, but the other two could have easily went the other way.
I agree. I agree.
If CJ Stroud didn't get hurt, Houston probably wins.
I'm not gonna lie. That's true. And that looked like a dirty hit. And I'm not calling that guy a dirty player. That just looked like a real late hit. And I'd be surprised to see. Has he been cleared this week? I haven't seen anything. I highly doubt he plays this week. I highly doubt he plays. That was head bounced off turf and all that. That was rough. So then your lock of the week was the Chargers at Tennessee. So that one cashed. My lock of the week was Minnesota at Detroit. What? JJ McCarthy comes back, and you know what he reminds me of? Just on some real stuff, bro. Because I know you hoop. You ever go and y'all hooping fives, right? And it's a dude that like he can't shoot. He can't shoot. He can't pass. He can't really defend. But he just managed to stay on the court all day because he just does enough things to win.
That's
like he just, Brett, you just like me for real, twin. No, but like he just makes a hard cut and gets a layup. You know what I'm saying? Or like he makes a back screen at the perfect time to pop someone open for a three. And it's like he's not making the play per se, but he's making the plays to make the play, if that makes sense. And like that's a quality that is like underappreciated in a lot of facets. But I think I think Kevin O'Connell appreciates it just the right amount with JJ McCarthy. Because like I hate when this is part of a player's evaluation because it's not anything tangible. Mm-hmm. But like, bro, he's a gamer, he's a winner. You know what I'm saying? And like it's part of his DNA. It's part of how he plays the game. And you would love to see more stats behind it to kind of like quantify why you feel the way you feel about him. But like, you can't deny that like he's whatever it is, he has it.
No, for sure. For sure.
And yeah, he beat Detroit at home.
We'll see.
There needs to be more of a sample size. He's got to stay healthy.
Because I'm not going to crown him after one game, so we'll see.
But I mean, he did the same thing in Chicago. He's played 3 games this year. 2 of them, he looked really, really good. Especially
then he got choked out. He got choked out by a real nigga.
Yeah, but to be honest, if you really want to look at it, and this is why kind of as we get later on in the pod, like Atlanta's defense is like elite, and people not really ready to like have those conversations. Like JJ McCarthy looked good in every game, but Baker has looked like world on fire in almost every game. He didn't with the Saints because they had him beat early, like they had the Saints beat early. But
he still looked on fire versus. I'm not gonna say that.
Late, he had
even week when he still looked on fire versus us.
Yeah, okay, but he didn't even throw 200 yards against us.
I mean, yards isn't always an indicator of you having a good game, though. He had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you that one. Josh Allen. What's he look like? The Bills have the number 1 ranked offense. What they look like versus Atlanta?
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a true quarterback controversy brewing in San Francisco. What did he look like versus Atlanta?
Well,
he did not have a good game versus Atlanta.
No, he didn't, but I didn't expect him to either.
Yeah, the only person, crazily enough, that came in here and really lit us up like that was Tua, who looked terrible against everybody else.
The thing is, I wouldn't even say Tua lit us up because there was a lot of this underneath stuff. Like he didn't have to do any heavy lifting.
Yeah, it's true. Right? You had guys running free in secondary, but Atlanta's been having a bomb ass season defensively. There really hasn't, outside of the Dolphins game, because even the Carolina game, the defense didn't look bad. The defense was just in every single short field that you can imagine. Missed field goals, change of possessions, that swing the momentum. Momentum's real. I'm not going to argue with people about that.
Absolutely, because that's what brought us back into the Patriots game.
Yeah, it's stupid people online. And if you're someone who doesn't believe in momentum, I don't mean to quantify you in any way other than a sports way when I say stupid. If you don't believe momentum's real.
Stupid in real life too, but that's not
hey, I don't know you enough. I can only know you by the opinions that you post. And the opinion that you post that momentum's not real, that's a stupid one. Nah. Falcons defense is elite. But yeah, JJ has looked good. And he's played 3 games. He's looked good in 2 of them. Won 2 of them as well. But now let's get to the upsets. Indy at Pittsburgh. I had Pittsburgh money line. It's part of the reason that I'm down on Atlanta winning this week, and I just took them as the points. Spoiler, because I figured Indy was going to be coming off a loss because I took Pittsburgh. But let's just go ahead and get it out the way. My third pick of the week was Carolina at Green Bay money line. I didn't put it as the lock because I thought it was just set in stone. And your upset of the week was Carolina at Green Bay, Carolina money line. And when pressed, bro, what do you feel? What are you seeing? It's just it's how I feel. This is how I feel. Or hold on, what in your words? I think they're fool's gold. I think was the exact phrase in there, and that came through 100%. Carolina beat Green Bay for your upset of the week. Hey, you got it. You got it, because I didn't see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey man,
So hopefully, some of that magic spreads on the next week. So I had a 3-2 week, up to 21 and 24. I told y'all that I had a lot. What was I? I was like 9 games under at one point. We were talking cash money. Oh, damn, I wouldn't even post that. Guess what? I will, because y'all gonna see the comeback. I got 17 points in the grading system. Here's the crazy part. I won more games than you, and you got more points than me this week. That's BS. But it's a scoring system. I lost 2 because my lock of the week didn't win. So I got 3 points this week, moves me up to 17. You lost all 3 of your picks, but you got your lock and you got your upset. So you got 5 points this week. You're up to 25. And you are at 25, 19, and 1 on the season.
Still solid numbers,
Now, let's go. It's something decent. Let's go to Atlanta at New England. So I had New England money line coming in 20 and 13 on the props for the season. You had Atlanta money line coming in 16 and 18 for props on the season. Atlanta over 1.5 sacks. Absolutely. We got to Drake May. Was it 6 times?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And, he holds the ball. He's slick. Because me and you, we love having conversations about this. And I love what stats say, but I love more what stats don't say sometimes, right? You don't get penalized. Passer rating doesn't get penalized for taking a sack.
Mm-hmm.
QBR does, but passer rating doesn't. So when you look at somebody like Drake May, who had and people tried to kill me when I came on this pod, and I came on the Falcons React, and I came on the Falcons pod, and said Drake May had one good pass in the second half. Right? 4 out of the 6 sacks happened in the second half. QBR measures that. His passer rating was high throughout the whole game, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, Drake May is probably, if he doesn't set the record, is going to be incredibly close on the season for passer rating, right? Like he's up there. But Drake May is not really playing within the nuance of the game because his QBR in the second half was like 30 something, bro. He had a terrible second half. He had a god awful second half. People don't want to hear that. But it's like, you don't get penalized for taking your passer rating. It doesn't go down because you chose not to throw the ball away and took a terrible sack. You know what I'm saying? Or you held the ball, scrambled around, and got half a yard on third down. It doesn't do it. But QBR does. And like, QBR is not perfect, but it does tell a little bit more of a comprehensive story. And so, like, I just wanted to kind of clarify that one right there. Because, like, me and you talk stats a lot, but, like, that's one of the things I was looking at. Because, like, you can't tell me. I watched it happen. You can't tell me he played just an amazing second half.
Don't know. He definitely didn't know because they only scored 3 points. So,
Pinnix over 217 passing. Yes. Atlanta over 0.5 turnovers. Yes. May under 277 total. Cashed and then, or didn't cash. And then Pitts anytime TD didn't cash. I thought we were going to contain May. Definitely in the pass game, and we hadn't necessarily had issues with mobile quarterbacks. The first half wasn't our best showing. The second half was the defense I thought was going to show up the whole game, really. We really contained him in the second half, but he did a lot of damage in the first, just unable to overcome it. And they went to Pitts early and then kind of stayed away from him late, so not getting that touchdown. But 3-2 on the week on props. Taj, you had Pinnix over 231.5 total yards. That cashed. And then May under 20 and a half completions. That 0.5 saved you, bro.
he had 19, so hey.
And that's crazy. That 19, his average was really high. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He's a bombs away type of guy. He ain't no dinker and dunker like that. Bijon over 108 and a half total. Mooney anytime touchdown, and Pitts over 43 and a half didn't cash.
Yeah.
Pitts, I thought was going to get there, especially early because they were going to him early. Bijon, they had a good game plan in for him. And to be completely honest, bro, this game plan has been in place since the 49ers game. It's looking like they're playing Bijon the same way over and over again. Now, to be fair, our O-line is together with duct tape right now. So the Miami game, they played like booty. And then, they're getting injured now. So it's not the best. It's not the best overall.
Definitely not the best. Not even the slightest.
That Mooney anytime touchdown. I don't know if he scores a touchdown this season, bro.
Yeah, he'll score one randomly, but he'll score one, but it's just getting ugly for the boy.
And I don't know how bad that injury at the beginning of the year was. I do know it kept him out for an extended period of time, right? I don't want to say I won't question your health. If you're healthy enough to play, then there's an expectation that you play at the level, at the standard. You know what I'm saying? And just like judging him by the if you're healthy enough to play standard, Mooney has not been good this year, bro. He's been I hate to use the word. He's been terrible, bro. He's been terrible this year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
The drops, the route running, the lack of separation, it's just that's what I'm saying. Like, I get you. You saying like, oh, he'll score a touchdown at some point. I just don't know when, bro.
He don't know either. His touchdown looks like the rapture. No one knows the day or the hour.
One of these games. All right. So heading into week 10, I entered the week 21-24 with 17 points. Taj entered the week 24-19-1 with 25 points. Getting to our 3 picks. Now, here's the crazy part. We put these into a doc, and then we come do the show. We only bet one game different. that's the crazy part. So we're either the last time this happened, almost every game was wrong. So maybe that's a good thing for me and a bad thing for Taj. I don't know, because I'm not doing great on the picks right now. It's not looking great for you boys. But I'm gonna come back. I feel it in my bones. Anyway, my first pick is your lock of the week. Baltimore at Minnesota. What are you seeing there? Make that your lock.
Lamar got to get these boys going. Ain't no other options right now. They got to win, and I don't think Minnesota gonna stop them. So, and there is the Lamar versus the NFC stat that's out there. So,
here's the thing about that: he's actually lost his last 2.
Hey, he gonna get right. This from here on out, it's get right season for the Ravens.
Yeah, they can't. I think they can only afford to lose like one more game reasonably, especially since like a lot of their losses are 2 AFC teams.
Yeah, they're gonna get right.
Our second game that we picked, basically the same. It's in my 3 picks. I got Arizona at Seattle. I got Arizona +7. You got it in your 3 picks. Arizona at Seattle. Seattle money line. I do think Seattle, who just laid the wood, put it on the table, no lube against Washington. Seattle looks scary. I think they're due for a letdown. And I don't think that letdown ends with a loss, but divisional game is Arizona has finally pulled the plug. I don't think Kyler plays another game in Arizona.
Yeah, that's my thought too. Because like, dude was just fine. They were going to use him in packages, and to he's on IR. That's a soft benching.
Yeah, and Jacoby's not. I don't think Jacoby's Geno, where career backup, and then I'm going to invest like a 2 or 3 year contract in you, like Seattle did.
Nah, they ain't. It's just one of those things where it's like, all right, you do more what I like right now, so you just gonna be the guy till we found our guy.
Yeah, and John Gannon and Shane Steichen were hired the exact same year, and both of them are in year 3. And Shane Steichen is doing what he's doing with the Colts, and I don't think reasonably Gannon can have another 6-win season and keep his job. Right? I don't know. I'm not like super familiar in and out with the Cardinals ownership, but that just doesn't seem right. Unless you're the Browns coach, in which case you can be mediocre every year and keep your job and not start Shador and everything be cool. But it is what it is. That's a different conversation for a different day. We done had our back and forth on it. I won't go into it anymore. Detroit at Washington is the game I chose different in my 3 picks. I got Detroit money line. I think Washington is trash right now. Jaden cracked his arm. That was.
He's actually going to be fine. He got lucky.
Yeah, because what it was a dislocation.
Yeah, there's no ligament tear, no surgery required. Just the clean. Yeah. And he don't got to go on IR. So,
and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Because it's not his throwing arm, right?
Yeah, it's his left arm. So
yeah, it's not his throwing arm. He probably could play not this week, but like maybe next week.
The pain tolerance thing, because that thing probably still like booming right now. But
yeah, he could probably play next week.
In a potentially lost season, you don't rush him out there.
That's exactly where I was going. I was finna be like, if I lose the next 2 games, like let's say we lose this week versus Detroit, and then going into next week, I don't even know who they have next week, but he's kind of iffy on playing. Game time decision, you decide against it, and then y'all lose again. You're looking at 3-7, 3-8. I'm probably not putting him back out there, bro. Probably not putting him back out there. And like, yeah, he need reps and all that, but like, he's your future. Your wide receiving core is decimated. Your running backs can't get right. It's just, and I said it. I said it this year coming into the season. Washington was one of the oldest teams. They were one of the oldest teams last year. And I don't know, that injury was kind of a freak injury, but like that was my concern with Jaden coming out. Was it like people talk about Pinnix being an injury problem? Like, nah, bro, like Pinnix, he had
freak injuries. Like it was just like it was a horrible string of injuries, but like I don't think that's who he is.
Yeah, and Pinnix is skinnier, but like he's got muscle.
He's solid.
That's what I'm saying. He's got muscle. Like when you look at Jaden Daniels looks skinny, bro. Like he looks
like, but Pinnix has like some size to him.
Yeah, and which like if Pinnix gets hit, you're not like, is he injured now? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like every time Jaden goes down, I'll be like, that's the one. That's the one. He ain't getting back up. And he's tough. I'm not taking that away from him. Like he's tough, but it's just he's got a real slender build. And you worry about that. Like, what's the last quarterback that wasn't 185? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he ain't on 185 now, bro. Like he's skinny, but he ain't that skinny. Like,
hey, look, boy, skinny, bro.
Because you got factor he's 6'4", so like it's gonna look a little different than Pinnix, who's 6'2". Pinnix is 6'2", 220. Jaden is 6'4", like 205.
Ain't no way he 205.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, he's in the 200s.
Good Jesus,
he just
carries it well.
He's just lanky. He's probably heavier than that, but like he's lanky. Because like some people like their muscle just don't. They pack it on different. But like
I guess so.
Because like Lamar's 205.
Yeah, but Lamar looks, and maybe it's just because they do close ups and whatnot. But Lamar doesn't look super lanky. He looks skinny.
Because he's not 6'4" with it.
Yeah, it's true. Lamar's like 6'2".
Yeah.
Lamar's like
Lamar and Pinnix are closer in size.
Yeah, and so I guess they carry it a little different.
Yeah, he's just lanky.
So going on to that's my 3 picks. Your third pick. Your 3 picks. New England at Tampa Bay. You got Tampa Bay money line. What you seeing there?
I think the Patriots are due for a loss.
I agree.
And the Bucks, I think they think they can give it to them.
They're ready to bounce back after their loss last week.
Coming up the bye week, get a little bit more healthy. Yeah. So,
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we should just give up on the idea of certain teams being healthy this season. Like Washington is one of them. San Fran, I feel like, is another one.
Us?
A little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's certain injuries in Tampa was the one I was going to get to, but there's certain injuries that have happened this year that just like, there's no way you're going to kind of mitigate that throughout the year, right? Like, San Fran, you've lost multiple positions for the year at this point. You know what I'm saying? Tampa, like, Evans is gone for the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he can come back for a playoff run.
No, he'll be back like week 13, 14, something like that.
No, maybe he can come back late. Godwin still ain't played. I forgot. Yo, they're missing one more. They're missing somebody else for the season. And it's just like, it's certain teams where it's like Washington, we just talked about all their injuries. It's certain teams where it's just like, hey, this is just your injury luck this year. It just is what it is. So It's like the whole idea of like getting healthier throughout the season is just not going to happen for you this year. And I would add us to that list. Like McGarry being gone for the year, he's just gone for the year. Matthews, he's just going to play on that ankle for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of is what it is. Our interior guards is playing ring around the rosy because one's injured this week, the other's injured the next. It just is what it is.
Yeah, they both hurt this week.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
both out, so
going to, we discussed your lock of the week. My lock of the week is your third game, Buffalo at Miami. Yeah. That Miami loss looks worse and worse every week, bro. Every week that Miami loss looks worse and worse.
It don't look worse. That's just you refusing to let it go and accept it for what it was.
You probably right. You probably probably are making cogent, decent analysis there, but guess what? They're my feelings.
You don't care right now, so it don't matter.
They're my feelings. I'm keeping them. I'm holding on to that. I hate that. Oh man, God, that game was. You know what? We're not gonna do it anyway. Buffalo should beat Miami pretty soundly.
It was a close game last time they played, but I still think they're gonna win.
Yeah, and it's at Miami. Weird stuff happens in Miami. Like, usually it was with the Patriots, wasn't so much with Buffalo, but like even the Jets that year that they was like the two AFC title game years. Both years I think they lost in Miami. Like, weird stuff happens in Miami.
Fresh hurting.
And then our upset of the week. I say our because we both got it. New Orleans at Carolina. I'm gonna be honest. It was kind of slim pickings on upsets, right? That I truly felt good about. I thought about Cleveland over New York for a second, but I decided against it. New Orleans is a 6-point underdog, 5.5, but they're basically a 6-point underdog versus Carolina. And I don't believe in Carolina at all, actually, even at home. But what's your reason for choosing New Orleans in this game?
It's a divisional game, and I feel like the Saints are due for a win. They're due for one of the three.
This might be the third one, ain't it? Or no, this will be the second.
Second one, yeah.
Yeah. I need that third one to come way before us. You know what I'm saying? Catch somebody off guard. Because I'm not trying to hear Saints fans this year. I don't need it. I'm all about Pinnix and his development this year. I done changed my outlook on the season. I don't need that negativity in my life. You understand me? Going into our game versus the Colts. So I got Atlanta plus 6.5. Taj, you got a money line. 23-15 on props for the season. You're 18-21. Initially, when we were writing this down, I said, oh man, we view the game differently. But like, actually, as I'm looking at it, I think we view the game pretty much the exact same way. We just have a different way. Like, we just may differ on like one piece. So I got Bijon over 110 total yards. You got Bijon with an anytime touchdown. I think that's saying like, okay, this is going to be a heavy Bijan game. We're going to need him to touch the ball in multiple ways to make sure he's a focal part of the offense, especially considering teams have started to hone in on him over the last 3 weeks, right? We need another breakout game. As much as people want to talk about the fact that the Indy pass defense wasn't good. They added sauce. They've made a huge move. Their run defense is pretty average, right? It's not like it's a world beater and whatnot. And run defense is one of those things. Me and you talked about this. I'm pretty sure, I think it was 2 years ago when our run defense was rated like super, super high, right? And I was like, run defense is one of those numbers that you can kind of play with because, one, if I can beat you with the pass, I'm not going to run. And then two, if your offense is doing really, really good and you get up ahead of me, you take the run out of the game. So it's going to artificially inflate your run defense numbers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like Indy's offense has taken off throughout the year. To get back in the game, teams aren't going to run against you. So like their run defense is all right. I think if you look at some of the like base metrics where it's like, oh, game imbalance, which is like if a game is within one possession, what does the runs look like then? Their run defense can be had. Just people don't usually keep it close. You have Pinnix over 30.5 pass attempts. I have Pinnix under 1.5 touchdowns. This is the one where I was like, oh, man, we're kind of viewing the game different. But when I think about it, especially based on my other two props, I think we're seeing the game the same way. I think this game calls for Pinnix to be accurate and take what the defense gives him a lot of times this game. So, like, this is a pretty high pass attempt number, but I'm going to need him to climb above that 60, 62% he's usually at, right? Like this game.
If he hit 66%, he's still fine, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm this game, I need you around 66 to 68 because from 31 pass attempts, which you need to hit at 31 pass attempts, I need you to complete about 23, 24 of them bad boys.
I mean, for the season, he's hit. Let me see. Where?
He about 62.5 on the season, ain't he?
Yeah, he's 60. I mean, 62% is fine. That like if he hits that, that's perfectly fine for me. Because on the season, right? He has hit over 30 attempts in all but 2 games.
That's a pretty decent number then.
42, 36, 32, 38, and 37. The only time he was below that was the Commanders game where he had 26 and the Minnesota game when he had 21.
Both games we were like firmly in control of. So I mean, it makes sense when we get down, like we're riding on his arm. But yeah, I think last week notwithstanding, because last week we did pretty good in the red zone. We've struggled in the red zone throughout the season, right? So, and when we get down there, I'm thinking Bijon is the one who might get the cowbell rung. Drake had his last week. I'm looking for a big Bijon game this week. You got Pitts over 34, over 35.5 receiving yards. I got Pitts over 5 receptions. So I pretty much lockstep on that one. You got London over 69.5. I got him over 72.5. Yeah. After his big game last week, I'm pretty sure they're going to throw a lot at him to kind of dissuade us from going his way, especially if Mooney puts the same game that he put out this week. And to be honest with you, at this point in time, that's kind of just
Mooney is banned from my props for the rest of the season.
that might just be who he is at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, not in a bad way. It's just that's who you are, bro. Taylor, anytime touchdown, rounds out the props. He's been a monster all season. And so, like, just see he's going to find his way into the end zone, do his little two-step dance. But hopefully that doesn't,
Yeah, I hope not to see him do that too much. I hope to be longer.
Not too much. You know what I'm saying? Get one in, right? Get one in and go on about the day so that the props hit. But yeah, not looking forward to seeing him bang his head on the goalpost after an 80-yard run. Because
we don't need that. Yeah,
we don't need that negativity. So appreciate you guys. Please bet responsibly. Never bet more than you can handle. Don't get involved in betting games with NBA players and be using see-through glasses and then get involved with the mob. Have your name plastered all over ESPN. It's not a good look.
Shout out Chauncey Billups.
Oh man. You know my second team is the Pistons. And the crazy part is because of him. I'm very disappointed. Yeah, but anyway, don't bet anything you can't afford to lose. If you need help, call the gambling hotline, call the number. If you find yourself up late at night on an app betting on women's Chinese basketball league virtually, call the number.
On a separate, more serious note, since we're talking about like calling numbers, like if you also going through mental health issues, call the number too. Because rest in peace to Marshawn Nealon. You know, so you need help, seek help.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we will be live. I will put out more posts on what our schedule is going to look like because we're both grown men with families and lives, and so. You know, we're do our best not to move that Falcons pod from Tuesday. I think, you know, y'all can expect us there, but the betting pod and the Hawks pod, especially with me going live after the Hawks games, might have to get played with a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Might have to get shifted a bit.
We got to mess with the recipe a little bit, but the ingredients there. We just got to mess with the recipe a little bit.
Yeah. Appreciate your patience. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Follow us on all social media platforms at BOAF Media. It's been your boy Q City.
Your boy Todd Bravado.
We out.
Peace.
Hey, mama, Mo's made a beat.